Coyotes Are Us podcast, featuring Leonidas Miller and Divvy Up.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
It isn't out of your system yet.
And it was very dramatic.
First dude come through the door with a bottle. Disrespectful.
Voy subiendo, voy bajando. Oh! What up, boy?
Look who it is. Oh, look who it is. Coyotes are us.
Coyotes
You hungry, pumpkin?
are us. Back from Puerto Rico.
How's it going, man? How's it going? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
Look, I don't know if it's welcome or not because I don't want to be back. You feel me? I don't want to be back. I want to be there. As we speak, they still got festivities going on, but, you know, I had shit to do at home.
Of course.
So, everybody.
I understand, brother.
Welcome to episode 2.
So,
welcome to episode 2 of Coyotes Are Us.
Here we go.
You know that gorgeous lumberjack face over there? That would be one Leonidas Miller.
This handsome mug here, who is fresh back from Puerto Rico, is good old Divvy Up, the mastermind behind all of this.
Back from Sanse Festival, Fiesta Sanse. It is a beautiful 4-day celebration in lovely San Juan, Puerto Rico. You're going to hear me get all accentuous in here. Yeah. Dude, Sanse, great festival.
It's not out of your system. It isn't out of your system yet.
No. I would love
to
be
next year,
there.
I'll be there every year. We are going.
Are we?
Next year.
Okay, then. Yeah. So we're going every year. You can go with me. I'm going to invite people that we kick it with, but I'm going. Yeah, it was the best time I've ever had, and I've been there like a million times. Yeah. That was just merengue music, bachata music, salsa music, some bomba, everything you could possibly want, man. And I just lethal injected it, brother. Lethal injection, and I almost died. I actually caught a little sniffle out there. Woo! Nothing better. So
yeah,
I saw a couple of things from you while I was over there. I wasn't paying much attention, but I was paying attention because you are my guy.
Nah, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Tell me more about this Puerto Rico trip.
Oh, you want?
You can't skip it. You can't brag. I need to know some details. I think the audience need to know some details, y'all. I don't.
Okay.
You got to.
So details.
Let us know.
Oh man, details.
You're doing some dancing.
All right, so here goes the details. Okay, I flew in.
Tell us your top 3 things. I need top 3 things.
Well,
from this trip.
The top thing. Woo! Top 3 things. Okay, easy. Top 3 things, and they're not going to be in a particular order because that wouldn't be fair to the experience. The first thing is it's personal. I flew in. I got off the plane. We got out to our cabin out in the mountains. You've been there. Mi abuela was waiting on me, and she had my favorite food ready for me with a Dos Equis popped. She cooked me pasta y huesos. I ate good.
Look, man, your grandma throws down.
And you know, my grandma throws down in the kitchen. And she did exactly what she did to us last time that we were both there. She put way too fucking much on the plate, and I ate every bit of it.
Okay. All right. That is okay,
and
brother.
My dad told me, you're on vacation, man. Which is, oddly, the same thing you told me when I was worried about how much she was serving you.
I told you.
Bro, we're on vacation.
Vacation time, baby.
Okay. So, the next thing was, day 1, we're in San Juan, the heart of Sanse. That is the main location. But Dude, I got to dance with 7 girls on day 1, from the hours of about 2:30 up to about, I wanna say 6:30. So a solid 4 hours of
Yeah.
just I'm dancing. I don't know if you can see my hat has the sweat, the salt lines on it. I ruined my hat on day 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was dancing my ass off. This festival is pretty much it has reggaeton in it, but it's pretty much salsa, bachata, and merengue music, and it is
Okay.
incredible live music. You and I love live music, okay? It's incredible live music,
Hell yeah, we do.
and I
Hell
have
yeah, we do.
videos of it. I'm gonna chop those up, throw a compilation out there. I don't document a lot, so it's not a lot, but I made sure to get 1 or 2
Right.
videos of every act just to show people just how the quality of this music is. The crowd went crazy. It was a reggaeton. The ladies were doing the perreo, perreo, and that's what Puerto Ricans when they back that ass up. That's the perreo. Okay,
Ah,
tra
okay.
tra tra
Okay.
perreo.
All right.
Okay, then arguably the best thing was the second day, and I only went there for a short jaunt. I was there for 2.5 days basically. Um, the second day we went down to Catonia, which is across the bay from San Juan. It's a short little ferry ride across the bay, but you can also get there by car at your own way. This was a way
Okay.
better setup for people who want to have a real good dance experience. They shut the streets down and you have
Yeah.
room to dance all night long. And when I tell you I got pictures, there weren't as many people because obviously San Juan holds more people. But when you if you ever look at these pictures, brother, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And they're not packed in like sardines though. They all have room to at least get
Right.
a little movement in there. And so again, dude, I saw
Hello.
brother, I saw like
Yeah.
some of the most beautiful women. I mean, and I see them every time I go, but it's like they build them in a factory over there, and they just let them loose on the street, and every one of them will say yes, damn near if you ask them to dance. All the single women will dance with you if you just have the cojones to go up them and ask. And I did, and we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And I'm not very
Very cool.
confident in some of my skills. Which so now that I'm done with those
Mhm.
Puerto Rico stories,
Yeah, it can be intimidating. It can be
let's talk
intimidating
about
when you're
skills.
around people in that certain area. So yeah,
Well,
it can be very
like I
intimidating
told
in
you,
different areas.
like I told you, I am confident in my bachata, very confident in it. I can do solidly advanced level bachata. Salsa, nah. I lose my feet somehow. I don't understand it that much, but I try my damn best. And then with merengue, I'm kind of in the middle. Sometimes I can catch the wave and really get a good
Yeah.
session in. Sometimes it just I lose it. I lose the
I
washing
get it.
machine
I
motion.
get
It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I tried.
You got me beat, man. You got me beat. So it's okay. Like you doing
Not
the
from
thing.
what I hear.
You
Not
got
from
me
what I
beat.
hear. I've heard
You
stories
know.
that you told me
Look,
about how people think you're some kind of an
I
expert. So what are you
look.
doing? Are
Hey,
you
I
doing
did not
something?
say I was an expert. So I started taking classes, doing bachata and salsa classes. It's 2 weeks
Oh
now.
yeah.
So I've taken 2 classes. I went to a Latin night social and down here in Biloxi, um, at Ground Zero, and they put
Oh.
on a little like 30 minute. Yeah, yeah. They put on a little 30 minute bachata class. Taught how to do a spin where the follow spins and then the lead spins, and then I actually showed you how to transition to do like from going from like front facing to then to the side, and doing it like that. So taught a few things. So I was able to go and practice what I've learned already, and a lot of beginners. And it was a great time. It was great time. Everyone was really like accepting of like trying to dance and whatnot. So
Wait a minute. So when you told me about this, I thought you went to your other place, to that social.
no,
You went to the one that
no.
I told you about.
So
I
yes,
didn't know that, brother. Hey, shout out to Ground Zero. Y'all
yes.
got the best
That
DJ.
that
You know,
yeah.
DJ Allen House, DJ
True.
House. That's the best DJ on the coast.
So yeah,
But
And he had a thing there last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, he was there last night. Saturday he
There last
plays.
night. So yeah, no, my social for where I dance and take classes at is on Thursday nights.
Wow.
So I already promised some of the girls there that I will stay. I'll bring a change of clothes and go to the social for a little while Thursday night. So we'll do that. Yeah. And no, yeah, I will. I did say that like some of the people, there was a couple girls, and whether it was in my class or at this social, that they always like, hey, is this your first? Have you ever done this before? And I'm like, no, I've never danced with a partner before. No, and they're like, I don't believe you. And I'm like, well, I just started taking classes last week, so I've been to 2 classes, but like in a setting, in a social setting, dance. I said, nah. And they're like, nah, no, you've done this before. And I'm like, I
Well,
appreciate the compliment. You know what?
I
I'm
know
gonna
you
take the
can.
compliment. I got a little rhythm.
Yeah, you got rhythm, brother.
So, but I had to explain to him. I had to explain. I'm like, I have rhythm. I knew the basic steps, but it's the I'm trying to get like you. Like I'm trying to get the footwork down, the signs of
You're
like
better than
how to
me, bro.
lead,
I'm trying to
how
be a
to
pro like
know.
you, which is why you.
Bro, I'm trying to be a pro. I'm trying to be a Neanderthal lumberjack looking bachata and salsa dancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you inspired me to do my own because I wasn't doing anything about my shortcomings in the other 2 styles, and so now every Saturday, because I'm off on Saturdays, every Saturday at 2 and 3 o'clock, I'm taking intermediate bachata and beginner salsa. They don't offer merengue, and not a lot of places
Yeah.
do. Apparently, I mean, it's more of a street dance anyway. It really is more of a street dance. So
Yeah.
even though there is a style to it, no one's really offering it. But salsa and bachata, I'm going to the intermediate level in bachata, and I'm taking beginner salsa because I gotta figure it out, you know. And yeah, so
Got to.
and I just wanted to,
And it's so much fun.
yeah,
It's so much fun.
I wanted to shout you out on that because yeah, you've been putting out these get moving posts on your socials like pretty much every day. I see you on a stairmaster working on your gluteus minimus. Uh,
Just trying to burn some calories, baby. Just trying
you
to
know,
burn some
I see you
calories.
in the car. Hey, be happy. Like, you know, get find what makes you happy and get out and move a little. I saw a few little things. And I'm like, this is my guy right here. Okay, because let me tell you what I did today.
Yeah.
I was choosing what shirt to wear for this podcast, and I got 2 shirts that I bought
Like
almost a
that.
year ago.
Shout out to Big John. Shout out to Big John. Hold on. First off, shout out Big
Oh
John.
yeah,
See
yeah,
the
yeah.
shirt.
Oh, you're gonna do it
See the
for me.
shirt.
Here, I got you.
Bam Bam. Big Bam
Bam,
Bam.
there it is.
Outlaw Off Road out of Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yes,
If you
sir.
need anything done to your vehicles, lifted, trucks, Jeeps, they do specialize in Jeeps, but they do cars, trucks, everybody. Go see
Not a sponsor,
Big
just a
John
friend.
over there.
We'll get into that. But
Just
there's
a
a reason
friend. Hey, we ain't paid.
listen. There's a reason I wore this shirt. We'll talk about that later. Don't let me forget. But yeah, shout out to John Bamman, Outlaw Off Road. I chose against the shirts that I was picking out because you know what? I got
Okay.
inspired by something we talked about earlier today. We'll get to it later.
What's that?
But
Okay.
again, I was trying on 2 button downs that I bought almost a year ago, and they both fit.
Okay.
I bought them because they were on clearance. I love a bargain, but they didn't fit me.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if you ever buy stuff that you hope to fit into, but I did. And they both button up on me now. They both button up, and they're not stretching. The buttons aren't like stretching out and shit.
I love
So
it.
yeah,
I
your
love
boy's
it.
out here. I'm moving, dog. So you know we're on a journey.
Love it. Gotta move around.
And
Gotta move around.
yeah, man, just tell me what inspires you to tell people to move, man. I mean, I know we covered a little bit of it, but just keep the message flowing, bro.
So the thing is like with my socials, like I did definitely want to still do what I'm already doing, but like, hey, I want to add something else to it, and it's something that's about me, and people that personally know me know how I am. So I wanted to be a little more personable, where people get to see a little more of how I am with my friends and whatnot. And I want to take my platform and actually start pushing to like, be more positive. There is a lot of negative stuff out there, and I wanted to be more positive and start pushing a little more positive note out there, a positive message to people, and say, hey, like go after what you want, do what you want, go accomplish goals that you're not the only one. And that's another thing is I want people to know, like, you're not the only one out there. Like, there's everyone else out here. And part of my message is find people who are like you that want to support you, you know? And so that's what I want to do is create that community of people who want to be supportive and promote positivity and, you know, accomplishing goals that, you know, because as you know, you know, one of the reasons we're such great friends is you were one of my few friends that stuck around me when I was making major changes in my life. And you didn't judge me for it. You didn't just say, "Oh, you've changed. You stopped partying. You stopped doing this." And you just supported me, and I, you know, forever and always will love you for that. And
Aw.
it made our relationship grow a lot of to what it is today. So I wanted to start pushing that out there to help people move forward.
Man, it made me emotional out here. It's crazy.
Don't get all emotional on me.
Anyway,
You know this.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and man, that's gonna be, it's a journey, man. Like I want next year. I got 2 goals, man, in January, and it's not one of those New Year's things. It's just what we've been on magnified, and I want to not
Right.
just be able to understand Spanish. I want to speak it on a conversational level to at least a degree where I can answer back the first part of what you're saying to me. Even if I get lost in the second part, I want the first thing you
Yeah.
say to me
Yeah.
to for me to be able to understand and answer. So that's the goal for next year.
Right.
And then the weight, bro. Like
Nice.
it's
Like,
going down and it's got to stay going down. And you just can't let anybody distract you from it. But then you got
and
to do it yourself.
that's
You
part
have
of
to
the
choose.
message.
What's the thing?
Yeah.
It's a saying like if it's not changing, you're choosing it. Something like that. If you're not changing it, you're choosing it. That goes for a lot of things, right?
Something
And
like
and
that.
by the way, I told this story last time. I chose like I said, when I contracted cancer the second time, that was my choice to put nothing but sugar and shit into my body for years. Call it depression or
Yeah.
not, I I chose to get out of that depression, and I didn't really have that much of a reason to be depressed, but I did stuff about it, man. I
Yeah.
finally did. I got my foot fixed.
Yeah.
That was a big one. I had a really bad foot problem that where I was in pain all the time, and I just ate my damn pain.
Right.
And yeah, I got that surgery done that I should have done years and years ago. That's another thing. I put surgery off. I should have got surgery years ago to fix my foot, and I just
Right.
kept eating it. Literally.
Yeah. And that's kind of, you know, why I started pushing some of the content that I'm pushing out there is I want people, you know, because my big thing is I had someone ask me earlier today, like, you know, what is it about, you know, your mental, you know, health advocate, you know, and one of the major things that I think affects a lot of people's mental health is where they're at in life, the negative things they're doing, you know, whether it's people that are out of shape, and this is no shade to anybody, but people that are out of shape got really heavy, that they do, you know, have some depression going on because of where they're at, whether they like to come out and admit it or not,
Of course.
you know, and start to push, you know, that out there to start getting, you know, moving. Like everyone's got a story, everyone's starting from somewhere, you know, something else that helps people feel good, that can improve the mental health is accomplishing goals,
Yep.
you know, and realize you're not going to accomplish it in 5 days. You know, keep pushing. We're all here. You know, nothing happens overnight. And you know, as you're doing it, like my message today was, you know, keep going. And even though you might yourself, as someone who's lost a lot of weight and who's accomplished different goals and whatnot, you yourself might not notice it because you see yourself on a daily basis or you're going through it. And so you're not realizing what it's doing to you, but other people do notice it. And so just to send that message out there, like keep working, keep, you know, trying to become better. And, and hopefully it, you know, pushes
Well,
that positive message. And I think we need a little bit more of
do
that.
it on here the way you do it on the old TikTok, bro. You're appropriating my culture, as the wokies like to call it. You are appropriating my culture. I saw in there like, hey guys, get moving. Listening to some
Oh yeah.
Bad
Hey,
Bunny.
let's play that music. Where that
I
music
don't
at?
know,
You
man.
know what I
We
mean?
don't have a
Let's
copyright, so
I know, right? Oh man.
yeah, bro.
So
I like the way you do it though. You don't come on. Look, man. Everybody takes messages different ways. The way you do it is with a smile and a caption and some this smile that these women swoon at. It drives me nuts because I can't compete. My smile sucks, but I still love you, and
You're
I
good.
wish you all the
You're good.
best.
You're good, man. Look, here's the thing about the smiles and the whatnot. It's the confidence that comes along with it. You know, you be amazed how the differences some confidence can make. You know, and
Yeah, for
so
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. I
love it.
think I think ultimately you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're just trying to help these people get confident, man. Because, dude, you know, I've seen people have talked to me about how do you talk to girls the way you do, and I don't know, man. I don't necessarily believe it's a genetic thing. Like I told you, my dad was picking up women at the damn Fiesta too. My dad was out there
Yeah,
just slinging game. And so I'm not gonna be so dumb and say, "Oh, my daddy does it," because I don't think that's true. I just,
confidence is a major thing, bro.
yeah,
Confidence is a
I well,
major
I had,
major
I
thing.
was fortunate to have a mentor who, and this might sound stupid to some people, but when I was like 14 years old, 15 years old, I had a mentor that my mom took in off the streets, but he was my friend. But my mom took him in. He had nowhere to go, and he was amazing with women. Could talk to them, and I just absorbed it, bro. I had to have it. I had to have
Yeah,
that ability because I didn't start off just being able to talk to whoever I wanted, and now I can talk
yeah,
to anybody. Doesn't matter what you look like,
yeah.
and we want to get everybody
This is
there.
something that I want. But that's something that I want for people, and it's not. It's just to help boost confidence, you know. And it's you got to start somewhere. And I would, really love a community that, it's people coming together to support people because, as we've discussed before, some of your biggest haters, especially if you are trying to get any kind of social media following and whatnot, and do things differently than everyone else, your people that are like that actually know you will be some of your biggest haters. And even when you're personally going through changes personally, let's not even take social media into it. Just you trying to accomplish goals and better yourself in person, you're going to lose so many friends, so many people who are so stagnant and not trying to better themselves and whatnot. They're going to hate on you regardless. You're going to lose. I ain't met one person who like went through some type of transformation, whether it was bettering their life financially, economically, physically, emotionally, that didn't lose people, that didn't lose friends. All of a sudden, their friends are no longer there. So I would love that. Like, I think that's amazing. And if I can, with my platform, help people realize that, hey, you're not the only one. Keep going. Like, there's people out there. Find people who actually support you. Because I think overall, having great friends that I do, you, Dave, Mike, Malcolm, having y'all as my brothers from other mothers has helped me with my mental health so much, so drastically, that I'm a lucky dude. And so yeah, I want people to find what I have. So yeah,
Yeah, I
there we
appreciate you
go.
circling back on that because
And I got to
again,
put that out there.
shout out Outlaw Off Road, John Bamman, okay, for all of your off road needs, probably some on road needs too. I mean, that man, he does great work.
Look, look. Once I'm ready to put some tires and rims on the Honda, man, he's got me. He
For
told me.
real, same. No, I'm glad you said that because again, I'm not wearing this shirt for no reason. So some things happened this past 12 hours that really showed you the character of some people, man. And I just want to shout out John because when I got cancer, he was the not the second, not the 18th, first guy. When I announced, I told everybody I had it, and I was like, "Look, man, it's not a kind that's gonna kill me. Like, everybody, don't worry." He was in my comments, not my comments, my DMs immediately,
Yeah,
2 seconds after I said it, and gave me an alkaline diet to stick to kill it off, all the without
yeah,
hesitation. Okay, and he was my first chiropractor to fix my back up when I was going through some shit. Okay, that guy is a mensch, as they say. Okay, great
That's an
guy. So
amazing
I
man
will
right there.
always wear
Great guy.
your stuff. By the way, John, I
Look,
want you to know
look.
this is what I went to Puerto Rico in, and when I came back from Puerto Rico in, and I watched it again, and it's on me again to talk about Puerto Rico
I wish
and
you
you.
would have told me, bro. I would have grabbed mine.
I
Wish you would have
figured you
told me.
wanted to
You
look
could have
like
both been wearing it.
I
God,
figured you
you
wanted to
could have
look like
both
a
been having our.
lumberjack, bro.
But anyway, yeah, I tell you this. I was recently recent friends with John, and bro, I had I bought my house, my previous house, and I had a welcoming home party or whatever they call it. Everyone's like, you got to have like a welcome home party, whatever, blah blah blah. Bro, out of all people, John, first one, almost the first dude come through the door with a bottle,
Always is.
bro.
And you
He's a great dude.
just
So
think
shout out
about where it came
and
from, right? Because again, people can change, man. Look, he is still that guy. Okay, he is still that guy who loves a little fun, but the
Yeah.
man has a family. He had to get on his shit, and he did in a big way. But he never stopped being a guy you could call,
Yeah.
a guy you could
Yeah.
talk to.
But he's a
And I
great
love you,
dude, and he
John.
loves
Sorry to
seeing
make
everybody.
embarrass you.
He loves seeing, yeah, he loves seeing everybody succeed, and so big shout out to him. Which definitely brings up something we're going to talk about real quick, because there was a huge TikTok. This is a big in the news right now.
Giant.
We know about the TikTok ban, right?
Yep.
And so there was a creator, and a lot of people might ask, why don't we talk about some of the things we talk about, which leads us into tonight's episode. And it's because there was a big TikTok creator who sadly is no longer with us, and it brings up mental health. Is why we talk about mental health, and why we want to talk about surrounding yourself with people who actually love and support you and accept you for who you are and want to see you succeed, who will call you out on your stuff because, hey, your friends who call you out on things are your friends that care about you and your overall well-being. And we love that. That's why we have the group of friends that I do, that me and Divvy here have. And we just want to bring awareness to that, hey, if you are, got some friends you haven't heard from in a while, reach out to them, connect with them, see how they're doing, have a conversation, and have a serious conversation of actually caring what they're up to and what they're doing, how their family's going, how their life is going, because it means more to the world, to them than you would actually believe.
And ask until they tell
We
you.
don't talk about that enough. And and really spend more than 2 seconds saying, hey, how you doing? All right, cool. Actually try to have a conversation and see how things are going, because I tell you what, it's tired of it gets old. It's never good. It's always old here in people.
Yeah, man.
No longer being here with it. So, and that's another reason why, even before hearing the news of that and other people that unfortunately it's happened to, why I really wanted this year to focus on more positivity and pushing that out and trying to push out good vibes. And
Oh yeah,
I love it, man. I love it.
yeah, man. And to expound on that,
Doing that. I don't like the bad news. I hate that. It sucks.
to expound on that though, buddy. I just saw an old schoolmate of mine post that he tried to end things. And he's posted hints, man. Like, people will drop you hints, or you gotta be unbusy enough. You gotta unbusy yourself because if you give a shit about people, man, you can't hope you saw the sign or wish you saw the signs. You got to see the signs, man. You got to see the signs, and you got to say something. And like you said, you can't just look, man. I'll get hate for this because I know that somebody could just clip it and say, "Oh, he's godless." Not
Mm-hmm.
the case. But one of the biggest things I hate, because it's the fakest thing in the world, is thoughts and prayers. Okay, that is all that is.
Yeah.
Is hey, I saw your post. It's the same as a like to me, because you know what the thoughts and prayers was.
It's like when people record themselves.
Yeah.
giving like a homeless person something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't need that. Actually do the work. Action speaks
Yeah.
1,000 times more than your little
And
words.
I know that they say, "Oh yeah, it helped people in the long run for me to do this." But look, man, that's cool, and I respect that part of it. So I'm not gonna go hard on that. But for me, it's like if you're seeing signs, I don't need thoughts and prayers. I need the phone to ring. You know, I'm reaching out, especially on something like Facebook. They're reaching out to the world
Mhm.
to say somebody save me, or not even save me, just somebody help. Like somebody talk to me for a couple of minutes to see if I'm okay. Talk through some things. And look, man, there's somebody that loves you, and it doesn't always have to be your family. It doesn't always have to be your family. Your family, you know, I'd like to say that a lot of them are going to be there for you. Sometimes they're not, you know. So when you're
Yeah.
feeling that way, you have got to sit there and take notice of who actually cares enough. I have two messages from, when my friend Dallas died, and an old high school buddy, Lucas Schmerman, shout out to you. Uh and then Valerie. Man, I listened to those messages, and like, Lucas's was super touching too, and super unexpected. Hadn't talked to him in years, but Valerie and are friends. So her message was like, whew. I listened to it again today after what, 9 years. It's still in my message box because it was so touching to me that she reached out knowing I was
Yeah.
hurting. She never met him. She just knows that that's my guy. And man, she reached out from Germany. So don't look, distance, it's a technological age, man. Distance means nothing. If you have people you care about, you will reach out to them no
Mhm.
matter where. She reached out to me from Germany to say 45 seconds of, man, I'm thinking about you. I love you. I know this hurts. You always talked about it. He's your best friend. Man, who knows where I would have been without that message? I had a lot of support, but man, that was a heavy day for me. And listening to that, my
I bet.
God, so
Oh yeah.
no excuses when it comes to your people you love, man. You really love them, or you're
Yeah.
full of shit. And that's
Yep.
what I always
And
say. Look,
so
you really love them, or you're full of shit.
yeah. And so with that being said, we all know the big news in the world today
Oh, what is it?
was that these goobers in office wanted to try to get rid of the good old TikTok
I have a conspiracy theory.
out of yeah. Oh, I do too. I do too. But these uh these goobers, I'm glad it's back. I'm glad it's back. But these, I don't know any better word of a goober. These control freaks, these guys, these people. I ain't guys. They're these people that want to keep everyone down. They want to sit out here and keep everyone poor.
Yep.
They all want to talk about younger generations don't know. They don't want to work. They don't know what hard work is. They don't want to do anything. And then we find ways to do stuff. Not everybody wants to go break their backs for 60 hours a week and not able to walk at 50 years old. Find ways to do it, and they want to try to shut it down. All because, it's national security, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, every other platform already been caught selling our information, collecting our information. I
Yep.
mean, talk about something and watch the advertisements that literally pop up on your phone.
Happens every day.
It's about, no, it ain't about national security. It's about control and keeping people down and getting people back to go work in their goober factories for $15 an hour when they can make that entire paycheck they make in a week or less from the comfort of their own home.
Yep.
TikTok ban. Thank y'all for bringing it back. I like it. It went down for like 12 hours. And yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah, I'm glad it's
conspiracy
back.
theory there. It's not mine, it's one I heard. I you know what? I don't care. We shouted him out on last episode. Brad posted that it was a publicity stunt. He posted that it was a publicity stunt, and I can't say he's wrong. I don't know if it is or not, but it was awful interesting that it was banned for like 12 hours, and it was very dramatic. Due to the
Yes.
United States ban, we're working with Donald Trump to do. And look, man, that probably publicity stunt. That was crazy.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I thought the same thing, right? Because all these people are going to be at the inauguration. It's all good. And hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. After what everything has been going on, how people have been treated. You know what? If y'all wanted to do that, knowing 12 hours later you were going to turn it back on because of whatever deal, I'm all good for it. Cool. Cool. Get with the guy. You know what I'm saying? That
You know what's funny about that though?
get some things done.
Yeah, I thought about this weirdly enough. Right when it came back on, I thought about the funeral again with Trump and Obama, and I'm like, is that what was so funny?
Yeah.
Is that what it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Oh, imagine that. Oh yeah, they were laughing up, and that already caused the shitstorm that it caused anyway. That was hilarious.
I feel like
But
Trump
loved
was
it.
telling
Look, they're all
Obama
on the
his
same.
12-hour TikTok plan. He's like, look, we got a majority
No?
in the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court, and of course, I'm the commander in chief coming back in, and I'm just sitting there thinking, is that what he was telling Obama? Was he like, hey man, so like I'm gonna have my people like vote yes to ban it, and then we're just gonna turn it back on in 12 hours right before my inauguration, and everybody's gonna be like,
Ah.
woo!
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. You gotta think about that, man. That
Uh,
you know that's how it goes, bro. You know, look, they're all
well, it's not
friends.
impossible.
They all do things. I look, call it a conspiracy, whatever, but it's not too far fetched. It is. Look, man, coincidences happen. Sometimes it's a little too coincidental, but either way, I think it was complete bullshit of wanting to get rid of it. The reasons they wanted to get rid of it is all bullshit. We know it is. TikTok has changed people's lives for the positive, and I'm talking about not two people's lives, millions of people's lives,
Yep.
children, families, and it needs to stay. And I don't care what to do. Don't ever shut it down. Let people run their businesses. Let people make content. Let people do what they're doing on it because, hey, man, that's what we're about around here.
Well, for me, it's why. Look, man, we're free speech advocates, man, and you did
Oh, all the way.
a podcast locally. Uh, Shout out to your
I did.
friend Jordan.
Jordan Duran.
Yes,
Shout out to Jordan Duran.
yeah, I don't know him personally, but that seemed like a great guy. It was a great conversation, and you said something on there that was interesting when you were telling us, your story, um, where it's basically you don't have to support a decision to support somebody's right to make that decision. And you were talking about something else, not this.
Right.
If you want to share that again, that's up to you. But well, I just want to put it onto this because what I got from that is with this TikTok ban, right? It's a free speech thing, right? So I think you and I both, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. We're not
Okay.
we're not OnlyFans fans. I don't have a subscription.
No.
I wish that people wouldn't do it in the as sexual way that they do it, because that seems to be
Right.
the way that it took. Obviously, it's the huge way that it took, and we know like 6 or 7 of them personally, like old acquaintances are out there doing it, and
Yeah.
you hate to
Yeah.
see it. I don't like it,
Yeah.
but you know what's funny? I'll
Uh-huh.
never say I don't care if I don't like it. You can do it. The consequences and the
Right.
and the benefits are all on you. So
Exactly.
if you're cool with the consequences of what could happen down the road, and you think that weighs out with the benefits of it, man, I'm all good, man. And
Look,
same thing with you, though.
it's real simple, and a lot of people don't understand this, right? A lot of people don't get this part of it where I get a lot of kickback with this when people are like, "You can't do this," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can. You can support something,
Yep.
right, and still not like
Yep.
it, right? Whether it's abortion, I don't approve of abortion. I approve and support women's right to do that. My body, my choice. Just like the jab in the arm, I don't approve of you being forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Same with the OF. I don't subscribe to it. I don't watch any corn or anything. But hey, if that's what you want to do and make your money, who am I to say it, right? I don't care if you smoke weed, crack, whatever. If you're not harming people, I don't care. So, it's more than just free speech when it comes to the TikTok ban, whether they like it or not. TikTok is not only free speech and giving people platforms, it's people to learn things. People don't understand. We talked about it earlier, the STEM side of it, where they literally have STEM side where you can learn about STEM stuff, educational things. People, are learning how to fix their homes and build things and work on cars, and the list is a mile long of things that people are learning from it. People are running their businesses off of it. People are learning how they can stay at home because, well, babysitting, is $4 billion a month. So people are like, I can make a year's salary staying home, selling this or selling that, whatever. It's affecting people's lives for the positive across the board in every aspect, and it should just be left alone. But yes, um, I don't care about what people do. I'm all for people doing what they want to do and not telling people what they have to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it, but let people make their own decisions of what they want to do
Yeah,
in
but
their life.
and the reason the reason that I say that is because look, if you're allowed to stand on your moral high ground and condemn it, then they're allowed to do it. There's no difference. It's all your opinion and your want. You want to condemn it, they want to do it. It's called freedom. And the thing about TikTok, and like I said, we talked about this earlier, and by the way, everyone knows it. If you're not living under a rock, you know that in China, TikTok is only a learning tool. It is nothing else. You know who made
Yeah.
TikTok into the dance party, super scroll, zombie platform that people call it today? We did. Because, and look, for better or worse, our government allows it. And it's not about national security. That's horseshit. Like he said earlier,
Nah, that's bullshit.
Facebook had Mark Zuckerberg admitted to selling your information years ago when he got caught and he was
And the
in a
platform's still
courtroom.
up.
They already got your info. Okay?
If they would have set the precedent of catching him doing that or any other platform and then shutting that thing down, they might have a leg to stand on with me. But they
Yeah.
didn't, and it's still operational. Screw that. How many times do we have a conversation on our phone and then all of a sudden ads start popping up? They spying. Oh, so it's okay if they spy, just not other people. Get rid of that. Look at what happened.
Yeah.
Look what happened. Everyone went to an actual Chinese app and was like, take my fucking information. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's wild because again, China can't regulate our content. That's why it's not just educational only. And it's also it's not all it's okay, sure. Did they probably want us to descend into a depravity? Probably. Yeah, we're kind of rivals in the world. You know, it's us, Russia, and China. Those are still the big
Right.
superpowers, right? So,
Right.
but they didn't tell us to do that. We did that.
No.
We did it because it's like they say, if you sit somebody down long enough, and this is mostly a man thing, but it can be women too. If you sit a man down with an object long enough, he's gonna find a way to fuck it. That's I mean, that's just how that's this is not a personal account. It's something I heard once. It's something I heard. Look, man. Look, you got some liquor? You got some liquor?
I do.
All right, I'm gonna
I
teach you
do.
something.
Hey, look,
Got a
I know
shot
people
glass?
might not like them anymore. People don't like them anymore.
What is
But
it?
this proper 12. This is
I can't even see it.
McGregor's
Oh, nice. Well, I got a shot
Conor
glass.
McGregor's Irish whiskey.
This is the last of our Walcott special release, the Walcott
Special
brand
release. Huh?
that we drank at the convention.
Are you
You,
trying to take a shot?
yeah, I'm
Let's
taking
take
a
a
shot
shot.
because this is the
Let's do
last
a
of
shot.
it, and I got my Boricua, Boricua. I got my dang,
All
I got my Puerto Rican shot glass. So look,
right.
I'm gonna teach you something, and this is literally called the hymn of Festival de Calle San Sebastian. That's the whole name of the festival that I went to, right? But for
All right.
short, Fiesta Sanse or just Sanse. Okay. And this is the hymn, and I sang it in the intro, and it's on the brim of my hat. Okay. Voy subiendo, voy bajando. I go up, I go down. Brother, I was drinking mojitos after mojito after mojito. Okay. It was a mojito weekend. Woo! And real
Bro,
ones.
speaking of mojitos, speaking of fucking mojitos, you ever been to a Nikki Beach?
But hang on. I just wanted to cheers to you. Okay? That's what I was doing that because I wanted to cheers to you. I wanted to cheers to everything that you stand for, man. You know, fighting for the free speech, man. You had a couple of little mini battles over this TikTok crap because that's what I loved about it. It was not only a smart strategic decision if it was that, and I'm guessing that's what it was, but the rats crawled from their holes and they used that 12 hours
Oh yeah.
to shit on everyone that was sad about TikTok leaving, and couldn't
Right.
wait to take the
And
opportunity to bash them.
disrespectfully.
And a lot of them we know. That's why I brought that shit up earlier. That's why I brought it up.
Listen, anyone who had a problem and wanted to make fun of the TikTok ban being disrespectfully, fuck you. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
Fucking respectfully. Because you're not for children if you wanted TikTok, if you thought it was funny, TikTok would get banned because people were actually worried about how they were going to provide for their families. And a lot of people who really had a problem with it were old ass people who hate the fact that the younger generation don't want to work 80 hours a week, breaking their back for a little bit of change and have to wait till they're 70 to retire and spend the last 5 to 10 years of their life free.
Yeah.
Disrespectfully.
And it's also so-called
And all the other people who were
wellness
younger,
advocate.
all the other people, all the other people, oh, I didn't use TikTok. Everything you share and watch was from TikTok.
Facts.
Every fucking thing.
Facts. Yeah, I saw.
You wouldn't have any of your entertainment. Here's the other part. Here's the other thing. The people that are like, oh my God, people get a life because if you don't know what to do without TikTok, it's like, bitch, y'all stay on fucking social media.
Yeah.
You act like y'all run multi-billion-dollar corporations and ain't got a minute of your day to do anything, but somehow you're always on social fucking media.
It's like I can't take you seriously. Come on now. Like I can't take you seriously.
Can't.
So
I can't.
you know, that's the kind of people you're dealing with. Haters. Haters.
Yeah. Haters. So that's the thing about 2025 is we're not worried about the haters.
Never.
I think for everyone out there, work on your mental health. Don't care about what anyone has to say. Go for your goals. Accomplish your goals. Find people who support you and your goals. I don't care if it might not be the richest, the prettiest, the most handsome, the most clout, the most societally accepted people, or the list of negative things. Who gives a fuck about that? Go find people who support you and watch how much better it will be for
Facts.
you in your mental health and your goals. Like, fuck the haters. You're going to lose friends who are jealous, and they'll never say they're jealous, but that's what it is.
It is.
They're haters. They're mad. You know, I used to post the stuff that I do, talking about things I do, and everyone that knew me fucking hated on it. But then look at, I end up having the following I do, and I love everybody for that, and I appreciate everybody. So shout out to all my followers who love it, because it wasn't just me going through those things. It wasn't me just experiencing those things. It wasn't me just noticing those things. It reached so many people, and that was just from one aspect, not let alone the multiple things. I had someone talk about I post all over the place, and I'm like, yes, I'm a multi like purposeful person, you know. So
Yep.
yeah, that's that.
Open up your
2025,
eyes.
a whole new year. We want to push positivity. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
dude. Go ahead.
Open your eyes up.
Open up your eyes. Let
Open your
them know.
eyes up. I'm just saying, man, like you want to open your eyes, you want to look, you got to be wanting, you have to want to see the hypocrisies to see them. See, if you think you're getting something out of somebody, but it's really hurting you, it's very hard to see the hypocrisy in their actions. That's why I always say, man, look, you got to take a hard look at who's in your life. And this is a harsh reality of relationships. All relationships, aside from, and I'll just say most family, but even sometimes that
Yeah,
is transactional. Every relationship is
yeah,
transactional. And you're like, oh well, what does Leonidas do for you? Well, endorphins are a transaction. I'm happy when I talk to my boy. He does something for my soul when we speak. So that's a transaction. Just like money is a
yeah.
transaction. If you're using somebody for money and you think that they're your, and they think they're your friend, but you're not, that's a transaction, but it's one sided. You know what I'm saying? So there are transactions beyond money, beyond monetary value. There's more things to value, and relationships bring all kinds of value. Are the people in your life valuable to you? And in reciprocity, are you valuable to them? Truly valuable to them? Because if you're just taking and not giving, that's going to fall apart eventually. Somebody's going to say uncle and give up on that. So
Yes,
man,
everywhere.
it's got to be small too. You don't have as many friends as you think you do, but you probably have more than you know. You know, you
Absolutely,
just got to put your time
absolutely.
in them, and then you can build real relationships with people. This goes for your girl, your man, your friends, anyone. It's all transactional. Just make sure there's two sides of this transaction, that somebody's getting something out of everything. Okay? That way you know it's real. Because if you're not getting anything but you're giving everything, that's not a friend. It just isn't. So,
No,
and we covered that a little bit last week, but
and
you guys gotta
yeah,
reiterate.
we'll discuss that in the next episode. So yeah, we'll go into that a little bit deeper next time, you know. And yeah, brother. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, well, we
Episode
wanted to make
2.
this a short one, but we ended up going an hour again.
Look, look. I don't know if y'all know this about me and Divvy. Like, we are very enthusiastic
Yeah.
about this show, the messaging,
Well, we talk
and
it out,
we when
man.
we decided to really put this together. What we really wanted to do when we put this together, one of the number one thing we wanted to do was we wanted to show people that you can find people that are truly there for you and are really great friends. We're going to have some of our friends come on the show later on, and that's one of the biggest things we wanted to do, because we know that people all go through things, people struggle in life, and we're just saying that these are kind of the things that we went through, things that we experienced to end up meeting and becoming such friends. I mean, I've had people say, "How are you friends with Divvy, with Malcolm, with Dave? Like, y'all seem a little bit too different." And I'm like, these are the bros that didn't judge me. supported me, was there for me when I'd come home to visit, when I was stationed overseas and I come home to visit. These are the guys that were there when I needed a place to stay. These were the guys that were there for me when I needed to talk about my emotions, my breakups, like me being depressed. These were the dudes that were there that did not judge me. And not everyone gets that. Not everyone gets to meet people like that. But what we want to do is show that there are people out here that are like that, that will support you and be there for you. Yep, they might not be, the top-notch people in the world, like socially or economically. Like it ain't the millionaire over here, but we're phenomenal. We all do very well. We're all doing great, and we're all there to be with each other. Like I said, support each other, emotionally. I would say physically, because like I said, we need a place to stay. We're visiting. We're going places. We're there for each other, and we really wanted everyone to see that. And hopefully, one day, everyone can find people like what we found, because we
Heck yeah,
love it.
man. Countdown to Mardi Gras, by the way. Like we said last week, it continues, man. Mardi Gras coming up the weekend, the first weekend of March, or the first couple of days of March. Yeah, so we'll, like I said,
March
we'll
4th.
be, hopefully we can get an episode in during that. I don't know how. Logistically, I'm not hauling all my crap to the coast, but
Oh, we will. Hey, nah, bro. Pull up a chair,
yeah.
cuz. We're going to do it right here.
Yeah. I could possibly just pack the
We will
mic
do
and
it right here.
the headphones and do it from right behind you or something. I don't even know. But look, man,
Bro, look, man. Look, bro.
to you
Got a
again,
whole
brother.
nother section for you, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, always cheers to you. Like I say, voice will be in the way behind though. We go up, we go down. We go up, we go down, brother. But you just gotta keep it steady, man. Gotta keep it
All right,
steady.
brother.
Anyway, appreciate everybody
Y'all have a
watching.
great night. Appreciate y'all. Love the support. Shout out to
Yep.
everybody.
And if you
I'm
start
glad
watching us
TikTok's back up.
regularly, look, ask us questions because we want fan engagement. This will be a fan engagement cast. We will answer your questions. We will talk about topics that you drop on us, whatever you want. We're not asking you to do it for us because we can always come on and just talk shit for an hour. We just did it. We didn't even try to do it, and we just did it. Last time we tried to do it. This time we were like, hey, let's just go like 30, 40 minutes. It's another hour 4. So anyway, signing off,
Yeah.
man. Coyotes R Us episode 2. Love you, brother.
Love you, bro.